Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all had a lovely night. So I am going to attempt to make potato gnocchi this morning. I don't know. Hey Pam, hey Sherry, hey Angela, hey Sarah. Hey Karen. Hey Mallory, hey Vicki. So this is what I'm doing. This morning I steamed some of these little potatoes, these little baby potatoes, little bitty yellow potatoes. And I'm just going to try a serving of this morning. I'm not going to make a huge batch because it's terrible. And then I am just peeling these. So they've been steamed in my steamer for about 30 minutes until they were nice and tender. I got a whole bunch so I can dice them up and I can put them on. I can make them into hash for the family or for me, or I can have a potato skillet or whatever, like a nope, not the Great Wall. What's the skillet called? Golden potato skillet in Trim Healthy Future. That's really good. So these are just little tiny, they're wonderful. These little potatoes, they're little baby golden potatoes, golden and red potatoes. So they're on plan for an E and they are so delicious. They're my favorite form of crossover. I like to get them nice and tender and then fry them up in some butter. But my daughter, okay, so this is how I'm peeling them. They're steamed and then I'm just once I break the skin, it pulls off with a paper towel. It just slides right off. Just slides right off. Choppy and blurry. I don't know. It says I have full strength. It's blurry. I wonder if my camera is dirty. My screen on my camera. Is that less blurry? Was it dirty? Is that any better? I don't know about choppy. I can't figure that. I don't know why it would be choppy. It says I have perfect strength. I don't know. Is it real bad? Should I log out and try again? Is it that bad? So tell me, do you think I should redo my connection? Should I disconnect and come back? Seems okay right now. It says I have full signal strength on my Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, we'll go with it. All right, so somebody asked how many we're in a serving. According to this, it's not many. No, it says 4 to 5 potatoes. However, I don't worry about that. And I'll tell you why. Because in the golden skillet, she says to use 2 cups. I just went like this, 2 cups. It says to use 2 cups of yellow potatoes. So I don't worry about it, okay? So 4 to 5 potatoes is 14 carbs. So I can definitely have more than 4 to 5 because this is my source of fuel. So it's fine. It's fine. If you have a potato ricer, I would totally use that here. I don't. So I'm going to mash it. That's probably part of it too. It's very cold. It's 2 below here. And when it's super 2 below, that sounds like a superhero. Super 2 below. When it's 2 below, the Wi-Fi probably doesn't like to work very much. Okay. All right, listen. let me just clarify with a little statement. I have never made gnocchi in my life, okay? I've never made the real kind, let alone the not real kind. So this could be the most horrendous thing I've ever made in my life. Or I could be a super genius and I'm about to get famous and go on Gordon Ramsay because I just made healthy potato gnocchi. Okay? So you can go ahead and get your hopes up, but I'm not sure that I dare. But if I had a potato ricer, I would totally do this. Question, I only have a small amount of lightly salted almonds. Can I use those? You can use them in the almond cow. You might have a little bit salty milk, but yes, you can. You can. You can use salted almonds. Your milk's going to be a little salty. I want to get this as least, I should use my zinger. Okay? I should use my zinger. But I'm not going to because I'm almost done mashing. I want it to be smooth. Listen, this is working out my arm. I wasn't anticipating a workout. We should get some water boiling on my new cooktop thingy that I don't know how to use and I haven't read the instructions on yet. So we'll go with that and see what happens. This is a New Wave induction cooktop. And I bought it to be able to... I can't plug it in with that on there. Why did they do that? Stupid. Stupid! Holy fancy buzzer. Oh, why are you texting me? Okay. All right. Cooking surface can remain hot. Well, it is a cooking surface. Has anybody used one of these? Medium high. Do I have to do something? Do I have to hit something? I should have read the instructions. Start. Ooh, this has a fan. Okay. I wonder if I'm gonna have to roll this out, so I need my cutting board. Wonder if you can use that in a fish house. What is a fish house? I don't know what that is. What's a fish house? I'm gonna guess I probably don't have one. All right. I'm gonna put, so I've got, let's see. Let's measure this so we can actually make a recipe. 1 cup of well mashed yellow or golden or red potatoes, okay? A tablespoon of egg white. Better write it down just in case it's genius, Tracy. Could be horrible. And then we're gonna go with the old oat fiber. Can you replace flour with oat fiber? I don't know. Looks like flour, so let's just pretend it is. Let's do 1/8 of a cup to start. That would be what, 2 tablespoons? Will it work as flour? I have no idea. If I knew, I wouldn't be winging it. I would already have a recipe, but I don't. I think I need salt. A little salt in my dough. A little salt in the water. All right. Can anybody say what a fish house is, please? This ain't no recipe, Mallory. I'm winging it, girl. I'm winging it. All right, I'm gonna knead my dough. Oh, she's getting sticky. It's sticky. Need more oat fiber. Oh, I wanted to put some Gnocchi in it too. Let's do half a teaspoon of Gnocchi. So that's gonna make it help it be bouncy. And gnocchi needs to be a little bit bouncy. A little bit. A little Gnocchi in there. Mash it around. See if they're gonna work. I don't know. Maybe we have them in Maine, Sherry. I don't even know what it is. Are you talking about like an ice fishing hut? Is that what you're talking about? A fishing hut? For ice fishing? Is that what it's called? Is a fish house? I've never heard it called a fish house in my life, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, okay. I just call it a thing that sits out on the ice where weird people go out and sit on the ice to fish. Right, a shanty. That's what we call them here, is an ice shanty. Crazy people decide to go out and sit in 0 below weather and fish. Like, you do know that they sell friggin' trout right at the grocery store, right? Like, what? They've got every possible fish you can imagine in the freezer at Sam's Club. Why are you sitting in 2 below with a heater on? Like, okay, let's go out and sit on ice and light a fire, because that sounds super smart. I don't get it. This is sticking to my board. I don't get it. All right, look, I have a dough. Who knew? Will it boil? Don't know. Seems like it's taking a while for my thing to boil water. How long is it supposed to take? I know. Some of them do here too, Sherry. I don't get it. Like, I got a bed in my house and a big screen TV in my living room. I don't need to put a snowsuit on and go sit in the cold. I'll go to Sam's Club. I'll buy my salmon. I'm puzzled by it, Pam. I thought induction cookers went super fast. That's why I didn't start it earlier. Well, let's try to make my gnocchi. It's a little wet. I think I need a little more oat fiber. I need to keep going. I put 2 tablespoons. Let's do 2 more. Plus to flour. That's not 2. Plus to flour, enough to flour the board. Just like real pasta dough, you gotta work it. Oh, she's coming. She's turning into dough, y'all. Might taste horrible, but nonetheless, it's a dough. Yeah, I don't understand it, Shirley. I'd rather sit on a beach with a fire than an ice cube. My daughter thinks ice fishing is fun. She went with youth group. She loved it. She's asked me before, can we go, Mama? No, we can't. I'll buy you some fish. You can sit out on the front lawn in your snow sled, in your snow clothes. I'll light a candle. You can sit in front of a candle. Okay, we got a nice dough. All right, let's see what we can do here. A little oat fiber on the board. Let's take a little dough, roll it out. I don't know what'll happen when I put this in boiling water. It may just disintegrate. That's where the trick's going to be. We'll find out. We're about to find out. Get a knife, a fork, make it all pretty. Little pillows. I was saying my daughter eats gnocchi like 4 times a week. It's one of her favorite foods. But the one she eats is obviously, now how do I make this pretty? Like they do on the Master Chef. I know they put little fork lines on their gnocchi. I don't know. Anyway, I've started to say 3 times. She likes gnocchi and she eats it with a little Alfredo sauce, which I'm not going to make this. I'm making this an E. So I'm going to cook it in my teaspoon of butter with some seasonings and a little sprinkle of cheese. Roll it as you squish it with the fork. G-N, you ready, Vicki? G-N-O-C-C-H-I, gnocchi. No, I'm just cooking them in water, but then I'm going to sear them off, Sherry, in butter. And probably a little broth. And a little Parmesan. Well, I am basically a master chef. I could be on that show. Tracy, you're saying roll them with the fork? No, that don't work. I don't know. They're coming out pretty cute. We say it as ganache. That's how you pronounce gnocchi? Ganache? Because ganache is chocolate with cream for like fudgy frosting. Or am I reading the wrong comment? All right, I'm going to try to boil these off the way you would real gnocchi, but I'm only going to do a couple in case they disintegrate. And then if they do disintegrate, then I'm just going to cook them in a frying pan. Because you don't have to boil them off, because, I mean, you're supposed to cook the flour. The other thing I could use, if this doesn't work, would be, oh, I see what you're saying, Tracy, like the ones you buy at the store that they've rolled, because there's a couple of different shapes of gnocchi. I know what you're talking about now. The ones Marin has are like little pillows. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. All right, it's boiling. Let's drop one in and see what happens. Please, please, Lord, work. Somebody should set a timer for 3 minutes. Ooh, pierogies. I love pierogies. No, you maybe they just pronounced it that way. Everybody's got Mallory. Like ganache is like if I melted down chocolate and added some cream so it turned into like horrible fudge, and then you put it on a cake and then it firmed up some and was like fudge. That's ganache, which is ridiculously delicious. Well, they're not disintegrating. They're staying adorable. Pretty excited. I have a feeling. I wish I had some fresh thyme or fresh herbs of some kind, like rosemary. That would be so good. But I don't do fresh herbs because they turn to muck in a matter of 2 days because I'm terrible. So gnocchi is just a potato dough, surely. Pierogies are a regular pasta dough filled with mashed potatoes, like a ravioli, but they're shaped in a half moon, and they're filled with mashed potato, and they're the bomb.com. Pierogies are awesome. This was pretty easy. If this comes out good, that was easy to make. Stupid simple. I don't know, oat fiber. I don't know enough about cooking with oat fiber to know, whoops, if this is going to be any good or not. All right, my shapes are not consistent because I did it 2 different ways. Should have some consistency in my shapes. I like it this way, Tracy. You were right. You were right. Write it down. They look like little pillows of happy. These are stupid cute. They're so cute, you guys. Oh, I hope they taste good. Please be good. I need some pancetta to put in here with it, but then it'd be a crossover, and I don't want a crossover. So I need some lean turkey or chicken or ham or turkey sausage or something. All right, let's take one of these babies out. Look, they're little pillows. It's going to be bland because I don't have, it's just water. They taste like potato gnocchi. That's what they taste like. Drop these in there, boil them all 3 minutes, and then I'll cook them up. Why am I doing this the complicated way? I don't know, because that's how I do things. All right, 3 more minutes. In the meantime, what should I put on these? A little butter, some garlic. Oh yeah, it is. Well, it was. As soon as I put those in, it stopped boiling, but it was boiling. Oh, they're good in chicken soup. Yes. Yes, you boil gnocchi for like just 3 minutes. And then you saute them off. They're good. All right, let's see. What should we put on them? I've got a little lemon juice. That might be good. Lemon and garlic. Does lemon and garlic go good together? I think. Do I have any sage instead of lemon? Sage butter sauce would be really good. Do I have sage? I know I do. It's in a little container. That's allspice. Let's see. Sage. Butter sage. That will be yummy. Ketchup. Tracy. That was burnt. That was boiling. I put those in there and then it stopped. Now it's not like boiling. This thing better. It's on as high as it can go. I probably should have it on the right setting. 450 degrees. Doesn't get any hotter. Bye, Cindy. Have a good day at school. Do I have any protein? What can I put in here for protein? Let us see. I have some taco meat that was lean. That would be weird. Do I have any ham? I do not. I have turkey sausage. That would not work because it's sausage links. All right, well, I'm going to have protein coffee. Is the whole surface hot? Just the middle. Just the middle. This is fun. I've got coffee. I'll have to, where is my coffee? It's over here. I will have to have a second cup of coffee with some protein in it for my breakfast. But if I had lean protein, like chicken, I could put canned chicken in it. Canned chicken's good. You could put anything you want in it. Look at, you want to see my new butter dish that came? This is my new butter dish. I am determined that it's going to stay cleaner than my other butter dish because it's going to be easier to keep clean. That is my goal for 2022 is to keep my butter dish clean. I'm just gonna let that boil for another minute because it was so slow to come up to a boil. There she goes. She's boiling now. This one doesn't? Or are you talking a normal one, Leva? I have the Pioneer Woman with the cover that lifts off, and every time I put it back on, I'll blame it on somebody else. Every time somebody else puts it back on, it's probably me, but we'll blame it on other people that live here. It hits the butter, and then it spreads over the butter dish, and every time I pick it up, it's covered in butter. It's such a mess. And this is probably not going to stay there, just as an FYI, this little knife. But this one, I'm hoping it's inside, and I can put like 3 to 4 sticks in there. You have this one. I was hoping it was the answer to all my prayers. All right. It shuts off when I take the pan off. Does it turn back on? Wow. That is cool. All right. Guys, my gnocchi fell apart. When I just poured it in there, it's all disintegrated. Stink on stink. It stayed so pretty, the first 2 pillows, and that just disintegrated on me. That's a teaspoon of butter in my super clean butter dish. Look at my gnocchi. It disintegrated. It didn't work. Look, this stayed so perfectly pillowed. I should have scooped them out. They were mush, I think, Tracy, before I even poured them. Look. I have, well, that one didn't even hold together. None of them. They're just a pile of mashed potatoes with oat fiber. We'll cook that one and eat it up. Look at the beautiful gnocchi. It's lovely. It's delightful. That sound? Why is it buzzing? Yep, I'll make some potato pancakes after I make my one single. They should come out a minute after floating, Cindy. Let's put a little garlic, a little sage. Look, we have a lovely brown butter sauce with one single potato gnocchi. Oh, look, it's delightful, that little potato gnocchi. How pretty. Maybe less since they would have been keto. Oh, the ones you made were keto with like Gnocchi and stuff. I think you had the water too hot. Maybe. Well, I don't have time to try a second round. So we're going to cook this one gnocchi. Make it lovely. This one little buttered gnocchi. And then we'll make some potato pancakes. Looks delicious. I think I don't have time this morning, but I think I could get it to work if I might need some sprouted flour. Right? Doesn't it, Angela? My one little brown butter gnocchi. All right, I got butter in there. And I've got potato that's mucky and I can't really shape. So let's just make some potato pancakes. Gigantic gnocchi. That's what we'll call them. See if we can get it to stick together. Ta-da! Let me take a picture before I eat it. Get over there. Get back over. Nobody told you to roll over. Mercy sakes alive. Maybe, Vicky. Yeah. Slow down. Maybe that's what I need to do for next time. Let's take a little picture for the old Insta. Why not? And then we'll give it a taste. Multitasking here. Who says you can't do a YouTube and post on Instagram at the same time? Okay, let's try it. Maybe flip those over. These will at least be delightful. Ready? Well, that one gnocchi is delicious. Ah, I'm stuffed. All right. I failed. Let's put a little garlic on them. I should have done this first. Well, my butter was melty, but I didn't. So whatever. Whatever. You know what? I'm going to have egg whites with it. Let's put those over there to cook. And I'll scramble up some egg whites to go with it. Have a little egg white scramble. Don't you get over there on my potato patty. Nope. Don't you do it. You stay right here on this side where you're cold. That thing is slippery. I think I have more gnocchi. I mean, more potatoes. So I think I could make it work. If I keep trying, I think I can make it work. I just don't have time to do it all this morning. Because I gotta let my boy out. My boy's got to get up, get his meds, and attempt to get outside to pee. Hopefully he'll actually pee today because he did not yesterday. Fancy breakfast here, y'all. I don't want it touching. Mallory. Say, like, I don't want my scrambled egg white on my egg patty because that would just be weird. I'm making a royal mess. Why not? Why not? He's doing okay. He didn't sleep great last night. He couldn't get comfortable. All right, I'm going to stop cooking those now because how do you shut this thing off? Just like that, I guess. He didn't sleep good last night. He couldn't get comfortable, so he had me up a couple of times, kind of licking my face beside my bed, trying to get comfortable, and I kept leaving him because he'd sit up and lay down, sit up and lay down, sit up and lay down. And then I was like, what is this dog's problem? He's got a trazodone on board. He should be out like a stinking light, but he wasn't. And then at 3 a.m., I thought, maybe he's just uncomfortable. And so I moved him around on the bed, like shifted his butt, and I felt horrible because the minute I turned him, he like passed out and went right to sleep. He literally was like the second I turned him. So he was just uncomfortable. And I felt, and he can't move himself well. So I felt terrible that he went half the night feeling uncomfortable. But then it was 3. And then I started thinking about taxes, and I started thinking about my LLC and the fact that I hadn't filed the paperwork yet. And I got panicky. And so I got up and started looking for the paperwork and started filling that out just in time to realize that the paperwork that had been sent to me was not from the state, and it's not due until June. And it was actually a scam trying to get my credit card number. And thank God I figured that out before I sent it in. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm up. But you know what? I'm awake and it's a good day. You know what? I'm going to throw some turkey sausage. I should have thrown that right in the pan, but how much? No, I'm not going to have turkey sausage. That's got too much fat. If I eat turkey sausage with the butter, then I'll have a crossover, and I don't want a crossover. I want this. But you know what I could have with it? Listen, let's have a white breakfast here. White potato, white pile of potatoes, white eggs, and a bagel. I can have a bagel with it. I don't have any, Vicky, because that would be a good idea. If I had some Canadian bacon, I would do that. I'm going to toast this baby up and have it on the side. Air crisp, 400 degrees, 3 minutes. That pan stinks. It's burning off the new smell. It smells horrible. All right. So there's my fancy breakfast. Gnocchi. Yeah, not white potatoes. Sorry. I have golden potatoes. Scrambled eggs. I'm going for it this morning, y'all. I'm going for it with the ketchup. I should have taken a picture first, but you know what? Whatever. This is just who I am this morning. Have a little bagel with it. Maybe a Laughing Cow, because I'm all out of kefir cheese. There we go. They look delicious. They're not super crispy because they're mashed. But, actually, they're really good. I call it a win. I need a little salt, though. What do I do with the salt? Whoa, a whole lot of salt. Why not? There we go. So potato gnocchi with oat fiber doesn't necessarily work. That little one I had was delicious. So I think maybe later today, I will give it another go. And I will put my potatoes in the food processor and make sure they are pureed to death. And then I will make sure my water is a rolling boil and not just a little boil. And then I will boil them only for 1 minute. You think, Sarah? I think you may be right, girl. There's a possibility that I may need a nap later today. But no, I have to work, Tracy. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'll eat my bagel when it comes out. I should take a picture of this. It's ugly, but who cares? Grate them, Cindy, for gnocchi? I thought they had to be perfectly smooth. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think you're right, Angela. Little at a time. Yep. I don't know. I ain't no master chef. All right, guys. I'm going to go wake my dog up and my husband up and take him out to pee in the 2 below weather. My dog, not my husband. My dog doesn't pee outside when it's 2 below, only when it's warm. Not even then. Yes, I did. I put ketchup on him. I love ketchup, Tracy. Have you met me? I love ketchup. Coarse, grate, or rice. Ooh, I could use my grater. I could use that. Thank you, Cindy. I'll give it a try, and I'll film it. And if it works, I'll show you. And if it doesn't, you'll just never know. All right, you guys, listen. If you are not already signed up for Patreon, $5 a month, okay, gives you 5 videos a week of coaching, mini coaching. It gives you encouragement, it gives you education, it gives you tips, tricks. It gets you on the right foot to start your day on Trim Healthy Mama, to keep your focus, to keep your goals in mind, and to keep you going towards your vision of success. Okay. $5 a month. It does not get any cheaper than that. It's literally the lowest I could set it, except for free, which, it is a job. So if you're not, if you're not interested in that, well, if you're not interested in that, don't go look it up. But if you are, check it out. Otherwise, I will see you back tomorrow morning, and hopefully I will have gotten some sleep and had delicious potato gnocchi. Have a great day, guys. Bye.